Welcome to the RIP.28 podcast. This is the RIP.28 podcast. This is a podcast where a few friends get together and we talk about a few things. Now, some of those things you might like, some of those things you might not like, but we keep on talking about them on the RIP.28 podcast. I am the world's sexiest podcast host, and I'm joined by a few of my good friends. As always, well, I got to figure out a new way to start off the program.
We still have a president.
And even though it is Easter, he hasn't arose. He hasn't been resurrected.
He is not risen.
Shout out to the president, wherever he is.
What's up out for the president?
But give it up for everybody's favorite, your favorite teacher's favorite teacher. What's going on, Beezy the Goat?
It's your boy Beezy the Goat, aka everybody's favorite man. Just here to say happy Easter to everybody, man. And just glad to be here with my people that can make it. I ain't talking about nobody. No shots fired at the president, but
You know what it is.
Shout out to everybody that's here.
Shout out to all my people that's here.
And we gonna talk about our richest friend, the one and only S.com. Now, people ask me, they say, how rich is my friend? They really want to know how rich is my friend. My friend is so rich. She is so rich. She lives in the greater Boston area, and they're having the Boston Marathon tomorrow. They're having the Boston Marathon tomorrow. My friend is so rich that they actually changed the route of the Boston Marathon because it came too close to her route on her way to her employment. So they changed the route of the 200-year-old Boston Marathon so it would not affect my friend. That's how rich my friend is.
Too much money.
My friend is rich.
Rich.
Real money.
Hey, she ain't normal rich. She richy rich.
Real money, bro. Real dog. I don't. Hey, man, I wish I had it like that, man. How you doing, friend?
What's up, everybody beside? First of all, the race is only 129 years old, not 200 years. And
close enough. You know what he meant.
And I actually don't have to go to work tomorrow because it's a holiday. There are 4 states in the great United States that celebrate Patriots Day. So tomorrow's Patriots Day. And
Never heard of
it. Because there are only 4 states that celebrate Patriots Day.
What are those states?
Hold on, and I'll tell you. They are the states of let's see who celebrates.
We know one of them.
One of them, Massachusetts.
Yeah.
they're all New England states. Let's see who celebrates Patriots Day. Hold on, I'll tell you. Because I never heard of it till I moved here.
But you'll take it.
Massachusetts, Maine, Connecticut, and North Dakota are the only states that celebrate Patriots Day. And that's tomorrow. But Patriots Day also happens to be the day annually where the Boston Marathon is run. So,
well, here's the thing about the RIP.28 podcast. Not only do we entertain you, we educate you also. We educate you, man. How many of y'all would have known it was a Patriots Day if it wasn't for S.com? How many of y'all would have known in the RIP.28 podcast?
Not only can you borrow money from her.
Don't do that.
But
wait, hold on. Another tidbit of information. There are actually 3 other states that celebrate Patriots Day in April.
What are the 3 other states?
Florida, Wisconsin, and Tennessee.
That's random.
Super random. They're not even like Florida, Wisconsin, Tennessee. Like they're not even close to each other. Right. At least the March. Well, North Dakota. I don't know how North Dakota got mixed with the New England states, but whatever.
They just trying to get another day off. They ain't really celebrating it. You know what I'm saying? They just really getting a day off.
Whoa! What is this right here? Facts about North Dakota. I got laid to work on Patriots Day. when I lived there, you got laid to work on Patriots Day.
I think that should be paid. I hope
she got paid.
She got paid.
To work on Patriots Day.
She got some sexual favors to work on Patriots Day.
I'm hoping she meant she got time and a half because it was a holiday.
I don't know what she talking about. Stacy kind of freaky, so that might be some freaky.
Wait a minute, we do not need to hear about how freaky Stacy is tonight.
We don't. First of all, we don't do that. We don't put people's business in the street like that.
Yeah, I didn't say with Stacy. There's plenty of people named Stacy.
Well, it ain't me and them that's commenting on this live. Right?
You actually highlighted her comment though, didn't you?
Bro, we are worldwide, man.
Worldwide, other world, Brian.
This is the podcast that's all over the world. You know what I'm saying? So exactly. So it's a million Stacys out here watching.
Stacy, girlfriend, I know you meant paid, girl. I knew you meant paid.
Hey man, Stacy out there. Stacy, wow. Shout out to Jake out there watching, my homie, my brother from another mother. We appreciate you, Jake. Check us out.
I see Misha out there too, our favorite nurse, Mish.
Mish, congratulations on the senior pictures for your daughter. Gorgeous. Yeah. She announced where she's going to college. We don't give free promo, so we won't mention that. But
I will say she's going to the Harvard of the South. She's going to the Harvard of the South.
No, she's not going to do that. Don't do that.
The national champion 2 out of the past 4 years. Greatest university in the world. You heard you right. Of the world, Craig. You heard of name of the world, Craig. Greatest university ever. University of South Carolina.
The world of Columbia, South Carolina.
Whatever. Don't be a hater. Don't be. It's the country cousins up 26. Them the haters, man.
Gotcha.
Them the haters, man. But yeah, man, congratulations to Amisha Twin. Hey, Amisha, you bet not never deny her because she looked like a yellow version of you. So you can't never deny her. Say that ain't your kid.
I think she looked more like Brandy to me.
Does
she look like Brandy?
She looked more like Brandy to me. I was looking like, boy, if they switch, nobody'll never know. Nobody ever say you wrong, Misha.
You stole that baby from Brandy.
Genetics are a mug, right?
Misha said she just wanna be. Yeah, look, it's crazy. Brandy looked just like. Taylor looked just like Brandy though.
I would give it to
like Brandy, young Brandy, back when Brandy was old cheerleader.
Mm-hmm. She stole that. Taylor, we might have to modify our comment since we got a youngster in the house. Oh, is she? It was. I don't know. Is she grunt? Well,
no.
So we're gonna have to modify our comments since we got a kid.
Nisi Poo is not like that, so we're gonna modify.
We're gonna act like we got sense as long as Nisi Poo's listen. Hey Taylor girl.
Well, you can watch an R-rated movie when you're 17.
But we're not promoting it. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
My bad. Sorry about that. We're gonna get you a graduation present when you graduate. Shauna gonna take care of it. she gonna write our name on it.
No. You got to send an invitation though. I only send presents when I get invitations.
Exactly. You know,
we can't make it. So it just so happens that Taylor graduates the same day that Kaylin, Narcia's daughter, graduates.
Oh.
So I'm not going to either one because I don't want no beef.
Yeah, you're a smart woman.
But you gonna go to the Caleb's one, ain't it?
Yeah, because he's up here. Caleb's up here, and he's the week before. He's the week before, so.
Nah, that's the same weekend. Caleb graduated the same weekend.
Yeah, you're right. But Caleb is 40 minutes away.
I mean, just say you like Caleb better than Taylor. It's cool.
I'm going to Caitlin's party the following week. So see, I get all of it.
Let that fool start no beef with
young Taylor. That's messed up. She don't like you. So
no, Mish. I appreciate you having my back. She said I'm the godmama.
Hey, Messed
Listen,
up.
I may have to
Messed
step
up.
in since I'm the closest, I may have to step in for the Rip 28
Go in
podcast.
my stead.
There
There
you
Yes.
go.
you go. There
There
you
you go.
go.
We got the gift regardless, Taylor. The gift is coming. Just know.
Yeah, yeah. Auntie Shauna got it. She goes
Hey, for
in the Rip 28.
Black Mama
listeners,
Shauna.
for those listeners that have youngsters who are graduating from high school, we ain't talking about kindergarten or preschool.
No, we don't recognize that.
High school graduations or college, send Rip 28 the invitation and they might get a present.
No,
Hey,
we ain't
you
finna
can hit
lie.
us up.
No, let's not lie. It's gonna come from Carl. Cause we I know me and
We
Sly ain't putting in on it. We just gonna sign our name. Ain't no need
check
to
this
have
out. Check this out.
I'm
What you
sliding the
can
full
do.
name on
What you can do, because we believe the Rip
it.
28 podcast is a family. Our listeners, they are our family. We truly appreciate our listeners. We truly appreciate them. So what we're trying to do, in all seriousness, what we're trying to do for the young graduates graduating this year who are family members of the Rip 28 podcast, we want all the other supporters of the Rip 28 podcast to donate to the Cash App. Go ahead, hit us up in the Cash App. You donate to our Cash App. That's $ Rip 28 podcast. That's $ Rip 28 podcast. Donate to our Cash App, and we will make sure that the people get the money. We'll make sure that we divvy out the money back if you donate to the podcast. That's how
Especially
much
to
we care.
Taylor. We know Carl gonna make a nice contribution. So all money is for Taylor.
Taylor rode with Omisha and me from Columbia to Jacksonville, and we put on a concert for 4 hours. All things 90s R&B. Taylor was sick of us. The least I could do is send her a graduation present because we put on a show. You hear me? A show.
Well, Stacy just said I'm class of 2026. Stacy, we don't care about old ass people, old people graduating from. You got your GED in 2026. Yeah, congrats. We give you a golf clap for that. Congratulations.
Wait a
I
minute.
wasn't gonna say a GED. I was gonna say she graduated high school in '76. Now she graduated college in 26. So that's what 50 years in between. Yeah.
Stacey said I'm a child of God.
But on a serious note, congratulations, Stacey, on continuing your education after being interrupted and all that. And thank you for your service, Stacey.
Stacey, we appreciate you.
What up, Stephanie Morgan? We see you out there. Stephanie, we see you out there waving. She's somebody who would definitely agree with me that University of South Carolina is the Harvard of the South.
I doubt it.
She's anti Clemson too.
I doubt it.
What up, Sheba? What was Sheba name? What was Sheba? She was Mimi. What up, Mimi?
Nana.
She was Nana.
Nana, right? Nana.
What up, Nana?
Hey,
what
Nana.
Up,
Nana? Happy Easter, Nana, and the family.
Hey,
Nana, I hope you got them twin boys some really nice Easter baskets for their very first Easter.
They're too young for Easter basket right now. I better put some Pampers.
Never too young for Easter basket.
Put some Pampers and wipes in it.
Pampers and wipes. Yeah, man. Hey, I know we did not talk about this at all in our pre-show talks. Steph, you're banned from the chat, Steph. You are banned. Where is she? Steph is banned from the chat. We don't allow that type of slander on the Rip 28 podcast. But we didn't talk about this, but man, y'all remember Easter speeches? Did y'all have an Easter speech growing up?
Every Easter. I
remember my Easter speech. Hi, my name is Sylvester, and I just came to say, He is risen. He is risen. Have a happy Easter day. Thank you.
Just as ignorant as I expected it to
be. That's on brand.
Thank you.
Right on brand, Carl. Speaking of Easter speeches, only thing I know, all I came to say is Happy Easter Day.
Happy Easter Day.
Happy Easter Day. That's it. That's all I knew.
Happy
They knew
Easter
not. They knew not to let me have nothing real important to say. It wouldn't be delivered.
I don't know if y'all remember that Cadbury commercial, but I can remember one day after Easter, my grandma was standing there. We were standing with the pastor, and all of a sudden I go, "Thank you, Easter Bunny." What? And my grandma looked at me.
Wait a minute.
I'm gonna get you when we get home. I said,
"What?
Y'all don't remember the Cadbury Bunny commercial?
Yeah, but you just randomly say that.
Thank you, Easter Bunny. What? I did that, and she was about to. My grandma was gonna kill me because I said that to my pastor.
Embarrassing the family? What's wrong?
Embarrassing the family. We look bad as a unit.
We expect that from hi, I'm Sylvester guy. He's risen. He's risen.
Hey, look here, I got a standing ovation. Standing ovation from Jones Memorial AME Zion Church when I did
from all 5 people in the service.
And all was Erica, his parents.
They couldn't even stand up. They was old. They couldn't stand up.
Hey, Coach Kelly and Coach Young was there, and Miss Young. They all clapped.
I know they was embarrassed.
Sheba, she did pinch me. I can't believe it. She gave me she did.
Yeah,
she did.
Well, you know you old school when your mama or your grandma or somebody get the inside of your arm.
Right there.
In the most sensitive part of your arm, you be like, ooh.
Steph
My
says,
mama was known for that.
I'm mad I didn't get an Easter basket. Steph, I hate to be the bad news, but you're a little too old to be talking about some goddamn Easter basket. Them days has passed. Yeah,
long time ago.
First of all, it's never too late for Easter baskets. Stop it.
I did see something that kind of warmed my heart. I saw Sylvia post something, and they had an Easter egg. Her family did an Easter egg. Sylvia post something. Their family did an Easter egg hunt for the little kids, for I guess all the nieces and nephews.
That's typically who the Easter egg hunts are for.
Well, yeah, I mean, shut up. Shut up.
I mean, she's right. She's so right. All you can do is shut up, fool. Shut up, fool.
But they showed the little kids running out the house looking for Easter basket. I mean Easter egg. Now this is interesting. Steph said, no, my mama gives me grown up gifts in my Easter. Did she put a little bit of them little personal things in? She get a little personal things, a Crown Royal, the mini bottles. Get some mini bottles.
Or that yak. Put that yak in there.
Oh, see, they're talking about an adult Easter egg hunt that started at 10 p.m. Yeah, they had some yak. It's some little mini bottles.
Nips. They definitely had some nips in the eggs.
You said it started when?
At 10 p.m. Yeah.
10 p.m.
Hey, look, they hunting some other eggs.
He tried to find some other eggs.
Some other eggs they hunt.
It was some cash in them eggs, big cash.
Yeah, it was some adult stuff in there. We won't say because our niece Pooh listening.
That's right. We got young ears listening.
That's it. That's right. That's right.
Well, speaking of young ears, if young Taylor is still out there listening, I know that you do dance and all of that, and you are a dancer because your mom was a dancer, a good dancer. But I would like to give you some hidden trivia in case you didn't know. I am your mother's.
Feel free to tune out now, Taylor.
I'm your mother's inspiration for her dance. You know, me being a classically trained dancer, I inspired your mother to take up the craft, and she passed it along to you, and then hopefully you'll pass it along to your kids. But I would like to let you know that yes, I am the reason. So there you go. Thank me. I accept your applause.
Taylor's smart enough to not believe that story.
Taylor, this is Uncle LB, And I'm telling you, even on the Rip 28 podcast, we allow lies to slip away sometimes. So just you have to hear and not hear, okay, baby? All right, sugar. You're gonna learn
First of
that in
all,
life.
I am a classically trained dancer.
Nobody disputed that, but it was I was the reason why your mother
Inspired.
did. She
Yeah.
danced way before you.
Yeah, that was my point. The
She danced
inspiration.
way before you.
Well, first of all, yes, yes. Every time I am taking credit for something because that I am.
Steph, hey,
I just
Steph, a lie don't care who tell it.
As long as it gets told.
First of all, y'all don't know. Amisha was in beginner dance and stuff like that as she was a child, but she lost the passion for it. But when I came in and I taught her, classical dance, she wanted to dance more and become a classical dancer, such as myself. Such as myself. Yeah.
Sounds too much like a lie for me to even fool
That
with.
part.
Whatever.
That part.
I don't understand why y'all want to hate on the black man.
Stacy, no face, no case.
Okay, man.
We just like the truth to be disseminated around here.
When the old folks say you a lie and the truth ain't in you.
Well, Stacy, when I went to Columbia High, Stacy, Columbia High was a very poor school. We couldn't afford video equipment. When I was at Columbia High, we didn't have video equipment. We couldn't afford it. So they couldn't take some of this stuff that we performed at. And then a lot of the places that we went and we traveled to perform, it was no cameras. They had, when you walk in, they say no video cameras and stuff when you walk
in. Sound like you were dancing at Mr. Lucky's.
Right. Sound like you was in the strip club, not at the house.
Sound like you was in there with the cigarette burns and the bullet wounds.
Now that was later on in life. I became an adult male dancer. I became an adult male dancer later on in life.
Oh, man.
Young Taylor's listening. I didn't want to get into that story. I didn't want to get into that story.
No. How about no?
But yeah, man.
Let's just keep it moving. Keep it moving.
Man. Friends like y'all, man. Friends like y'all, I don't need no enemies, man.
We the good kind of friends, though. We don't take advantage of you.
There are some bad friends out there, man. Y'all ever had bad friends? Well, what we gonna do? We gonna pop into a letter. This letter is about a loser friend. It's about a loser friend. On the Rip 28 podcast, we like to help people out. If we can get Pepe to pull it up, man. Pepe feeling good though.
Pepe been on the low. Ice has been knocking around the door.
But Pepe told me they let his homeboy come back from Venezuela. They let his homeboy come back.
El Salvador.
El Salvador, one of them.
That was loud and wrong.
I stopped calling him Mexican 2 weeks ago. I ain't even gonna lie.
Pepe is just glad he didn't erroneously get sent to a notorious prison in El Salvador.
So yeah. But anyway, Pepe pulled that up for me. We got a listener letter. You got it? Go ahead.
I got you. What's up, Rich? Wait a minute. What's up, Rich lady?
Yeah, first of all, this dude, you better he need to recognize the pecking order in this thing right here.
Hold on. Be quiet. So the title is My Loser Friend. What's up, Rich lady and fellas? I hope all is well. Thanks for the platform y'all provide and the entertainment too. But I have a serious issue and situation. I've been homeboys with Dave for about 10 years, and he recently needed to borrow some bread and lounge at the crib.
Double whammy.
Double whammy.
I should stop right there, but I won't. I didn't ask him for any money up front because I was trying to look out for my quote unquote homeboy. But he took that and ran with it. Now I think he's stealing from me.
Triple whammy.
I don't have the physical proof yet, but little things are starting to quote unquote walk away. Oh Lord. I thought I knew dude, but he's definitely proving me wrong as F. I know I need to part ways, but is that a valid reason to distance myself? How do I approach the situation? P.S. Miss Richie Rich, let me hold a little something.
Whole son.
Yeah, hey, he knows.
Dude,
Yeah, you know
you
this
got
ain't
somebody
never
living on your dude. You got somebody living on your couch and then borrow and loan him money. I got nothing for you, man.
Hey, now if our listeners, hold on, if our listeners want to help dude out, make sure you send something to the Rip 28 podcast. Go ahead, hit us up, $ Rip 28 podcast. We'll make sure you get it. We'll make sure it gets to him.
We'll make sure he gets it. But dog, like Stacey just said, dog, damn, triple homicide. Not only are you broke, you can't help pay bills, and you starting to steal. Bro. Come on, man. Hey, that is a valid reason to walk away. Because not only are you costing me money every day, now you're just stealing little. I wonder what little things it is. Is it condoms? Is it, you know what I'm saying?
Wait, what?
Stealing condoms. Wait a minute.
You say little things. I'm trying to see what a dude would be stealing from another dude that's something little. Like, why are you stealing, first off?
I'm not even sure why this man wrote us this letter. Like, he knew out the gate that this situation was, one, not in his favor, and two, not going to end well. He knew that.
Oh, but you stealing. Not only are you lounging on my couch, but you thieving from me?
I mean, is he talking about like he's stealing food? Or is he stealing like
he steals little things.
Okay, condoms. You stealing food, you stealing condoms, or are you taking like money off the counter?
He can't be taking money. Because sounds like he's using all this money to take care of this joker. You know what I'm saying? So it might be food.
If you're stealing condoms, I don't really think that's stealing. That's being responsible.
Is it?
I'm just saying, but it I don't know, Sly. If I'm staying in your house, I shouldn't be out here in your house doing nothing.
Nothing.
First off, you know what I'm saying? If I'm living on your couch and I'm not able to take care of myself, why am I having somebody else in your house, dog?
Hey, that don't stop no show. You still gotta get it.
Yeah, I'm saying, but take it elsewhere though. Not in the cat house that's taking care of you.
It should stop himself.
Now this wait a minute, David.
I'm not fooling with you, Damon Williams.
Come on.
I'm not fooling with you tonight, Damon Williams.
They say they filled with holes. They got Swiss cheese. They got Swiss cheesed up.
Bro, that's food. I don't know if you that ain't cool. That ain't cool at all. There's a couple of different ways, man. A couple of different things about this, man. That's kind of funky and kind of crazy. Now, wait a minute. What does Stacey says? Stacey says to the listener, "What are you trying to hold on to? It's obvious this person ain't your friend. They're just an associate benefiting from you. You know what to do." Good.
You know what to do.
I get it.
You know what to do.
Stealing is stealing. Check them out. Shout out. We let's make sure we do give a shout out to Myra's Eye Photography LLC.com. Myra's Eye Photography LLC for all your
Jerome Bell just came up in here and said Happy Easter. What's up, Jerome Bell?
What up, Jerome? What up, Romy
Rome?
See you out there. Appreciate you checking us out.
What up, bro, man?
But yeah, man. With this friend, man. With this friend in this letter. Like Stacey said, I don't even really know why we're having this conversation. We really shouldn't be having this conversation.
He knew better when he wrote that letter.
Yeah, you know what you got to do, but here's the issue. The issue is cutting off a friend, and that's the hard thing. How do you cut off a friend? How do you cut off a friend, and when do you cut off a friend? And it's not easy, especially if you're invested in this friendship. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was gonna say I think sometimes though the friends make it easy for us to cut them off.
Yes.
I think sometimes, especially as we get older, right? Like I'm not gonna let anybody mess up my like I'm not gonna let you invade like my good juju in my space, and I'm not gonna let you bring bad vibes and energy. So you make it easy for me to cut it off when you present yourself and behave contrary to how I need you in my life. Like it's super easy for me to let you go if you always nag and you always complain and it's always drama. I'm not gonna do it. So you make it easy on yourself for me to cut you off.
Well, how about when things come up from the past? Like let's say something that you didn't know.
Well,
Not
check this
you
out. Let's
not
put a question. Let's put a question to the people. Let's put a question to the people. What are reasons to end a friendship with a close friend? Leave your comment. Leave your comment down there in the box of if you're on YouTube, Instagram, wherever you're watching from. Leave a comment because we want to know what are reasons to end a friendship with a close friend.
like Shauna said,
Go ahead, bro.
nagging and always complaining. Man, nobody wants to hear that constantly, dog. Because if we just sit down, we all got something we can complain about. You know what I'm saying? So, and what do you want me to do while you nagging and complaining?
That
You want me
part.
to fix your problem? So all that
But
nagging and complaining, man.
But do you end the friendship over that? I'm talking about some hard shit. That end
I
the
would just
friendship.
say distance myself from it, but I wouldn't say necessarily I can't be your friend, but I have to distance myself because that stuff starting to weigh on my mental. You putting all your weight and baggage on top of me, and I got my own I'm trying to deal with. But I wouldn't say like
But
we
So
can't be
Sly,
friends at all.
I'll tell you what'll end a friendship for me. When you've done something that you intentionally that you know is going to negatively impact me.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
you've done whatever it is, you knew doing that was going to create either harm for me or was going to negatively impact me. We're done because I don't have people in my life who are out to get me. So
Right.
I'm easily walking away from that friendship if I learn that you've done something to negatively impact me intentionally.
but you
Or,
know what?
We're done.
go ahead, Sly. Go ahead,
Yo,
man.
what you guys are saying, though, what you're saying, those are somewhat easy ways that you know you need to end the friendship because those are things that affect you. Okay, but sometimes you might have a close friend who does something that has no effect whatsoever on you, but you may realize that this person can't be my friend.
Here's
You
another
realize
one. Here's
this
another
person
one.
can't be my friend. Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna give you this as a single woman. If I meet a man who's interested in me, and I'm a switch to dating, but it's the same thing for me as friendship. If you don't take care of your children, we can't,
Mm.
Hmm.
we can't be friends. If you are not a part of the lives of your children, your child, your children, if you aren't actively involved, we can't be together because you turning your back on your own flesh means that you won't think nothing about turning your back on me. So we done. If you don't take care of your kids, I can't be friends with you.
Speaking of kids, now if I find out you've done something that could, it doesn't have anything to do with me per se, like right now, but that could affect me or my kids, then I'm gonna have to cut you off because I don't want to bring that possibility inside of my home. Because what they say, what you don't know won't hurt you. That's a lie. What you don't know can kill you. So,
Now,
you know what I'm
now,
saying?
I see where you're coming from. I see where you're coming from. You know, but see, my thing is, it's like Sean, I think Shauna gave a good example. That's something that can hurt me, that can affect me, but it still shows me your character as a person. And I
Yep.
think something else shows me your character as a person. I'm not a violent man. You know, in my younger days, you know,
Not no
I put
more. I
them
was gonna say
paws on.
not no more.
I put them paws on. I put the paws on. But I'm proud to say I ain't never been no violent man toward no woman. I've been in one fight with a girl my whole life, and she beat the shit out of me. We was in
I
the,
hope
we was
it
in the
was your
fifth grade.
cousin.
We was in the fifth grade. Chesapeake Duffy beat the shit out of him. That whole other story.
R.I.P.
Chelsea beat me like a stove son. But
R.I.P. to Chelsea McDuffie.
But I do believe, for me personally, I cannot be friends with a guy who I know hits or abuses his old lady. You know what I'm saying? If you're that type of guy to put hands on a woman and do that type of thing, I can't be friends with you. I do believe now this is where it's gonna get tricky. As much as I want to believe that you should never put your hands on a woman, you should never hit a woman. You should never say never, because it's a reason to push an old lady down a flight of stairs. It's a reason to do it. You just shouldn't do it.
What?
You just shouldn't do it. Okay?
You shouldn't act upon your.
You shouldn't act upon it. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean it's a reason?
It might be a reason to push an old lady down a flight of stairs. I'm just saying, don't do it. Don't do it. And when it comes to hitting women, that's one of those things. I think as a man, we have to be strong enough to remove ourselves from a situation when it comes to possibly hitting a woman. There's a lot of some of these women out here is a different breed than a lot of women we grew up with. No, but this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Some of these women are a different breed, and these women will go out here and try to beat you. But as a man, I have to remove myself from that situation. I have to remove.
So your friends who you've known to hit women, you can no longer be friends with them. Is that what you're saying?
I don't have friends who hit women. Because if you are someone who hits a woman, we aren't friends. Okay. We ain't friends.
That's a reason to end a friendship. So you and I won't use Braun as an example because I know Braun don't hit women.
No,
you and we'll call this person Peter. You and Peter are homeboys. Peter somehow gets into it with his wife, beats her like he ain't never met this woman before, and ends up getting locked up for beating this woman. You and Peter, you've now severed that relationship.
Yeah, we ain't cool no more.
What do you talk about with that person? What are we talking about?
I don't know. I'm just asking for clarification.
Yeah. Okay, because my thing is, if you go and beat a chick, you beat her down. It's ways I can control the situation with a woman where I don't have to beat her down. I'm strong enough. I'm big enough, man. Where especially any woman I deal with, I don't have to beat her down. You know what I'm saying? I can hold her, I can restrain her, and get out the situation. Dwayne make a point. What if she knocking you in the head while you walking away? Now I'm gonna defend myself, but I'm not gonna defend myself and drop these bowls on her like I'm fighting a dude.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
Happened to me before. Like in college days.
In college. You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm gonna lose regardless.
You can't, as a man, you can't win.
I'm going to lose. I'm going to lose. So I'm not going to
let her sit up there and go to town and beat the hell out of me. I'm a holder. I'm a restrainer. I got a mark on my chest right now where a chick bit me on my nipple because she was mad because I wouldn't be with her no more. But I held her. I had every right to go and jab for one time.
What psych ward is she at now? Why is she like that over you with them big areolas?
She's evolved. She's evolved and moved on. She's evolved and moved on.
I'm glad.
So to be clear, Sly, you said that if you were friends with a guy and he is either in the past or currently known to have put his hands on a woman, you're no longer going to be friends with this dude.
No, not at all.
I'll tell you what else. So you talk about, something that impacts you personally. If I find out that somebody that I'm friends with has somehow harmed a child, we can't be friends because again, your moral compass is really, really off. and I can't associate with people who would do something to 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 be so harmful as to hurt a child, either touching inappropriately or behaving inappropriately with your child. Like, I can't do that. We can't be
with
friends.
with anybody though, because I just feel like if you've done it with somebody else, it's just a matter of time before it comes up in my personal life. And I just don't, like Sly said, I'm not a violent person. But about them youngins, I'm going there with anybody about it.
And I think I think hitting women. I think hitting women is one thing that I can't be on. Wow, Roger, you just came to my other
Welcome,
point, Roger.
welcome to the chat, Roger.
You, Roger, I'm glad you parked and was able to talk, Roger. You say, what if you find out if your friend a rapist? That's definitely off the table. I mean, you ain't my friend. You ain't my friend no more, man. You not. I got a mama. I got a mama. I got a sister. If I find out somebody raped my mama, my sister, and my wife, oh no, come on now. You dead. You dead. And so if I'm willing to kill somebody over being that to someone I know, I can't I can't I can't I can't I can't fathom hanging I can't fathom hanging with someone
So,
who beat. I can't fathom hanging with somebody who actually raped the woman.
so
And
Mhm.
here's where I feel like in today's society where men are challenged, because people will say, I didn't know what he did behind closed doors. I didn't know he was beating this woman. I didn't know he was sexually assaulting this woman. And is that okay? Like, is it okay if you didn't know and you're still friends with them? And then once you find out, you're like, how do I support my friend? Because I look at the news and I try to think about, people say, well, we didn't know what he was doing behind closed doors. Well, some of that stuff will seep out. And you can pick up on clues and cues of when men are territorial over women and are manipulative or have that domineering force over women. You can pick up on that. You can tell when a woman is in a position where she, has to look away, or she can't
Walk with her head down, not
she
looking at
can't put
men.
herself in situations. So I feel like men find themselves in situations where they say, well, I didn't know. And once you find out, how do you respond to that? Is that when, Sly, when you walk away and say, yeah, I can't fool with you, because even though I didn't know, now that I do, I'm done with this.
yeah, and I think that's the thing. If you don't know, you can't fault me for being with someone if I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I can't be in trouble because I didn't know. And sexual assault and rape, it is, to me, it's a non-tolerance. It's a no tolerance thing. But everything has a but to it, and this is, and I'm trying to. It's like it's like, I know, if you know someone and you don't believe he would do that. You know a person your whole life and you don't believe he would do that. And when you hear a story, and my thing is, now you get, there's always two sides to the story. So you get one side of the story, and all you've heard is one side of the story. And in that one side of the story, the person says, I did this, I did that, I admit doing this. But he didn't tell, some details was left out. It kind of hurts you. It hurts me, and I'm not gonna lie to you. It hurts. It would hurt me to
A
know
piece of
that.
advice.
Yeah, to know that my friend and somebody I've known that long could be that type of person.
Well,
It,
I'll tell
it,
you this.
But
It would hurt me to know that you would continue to be friends with someone who has harmed someone in that nature, who has done any of those myriad of things to a woman. Like, I'm feeling a certain way about you as my friend, because I would hope that you would think about me when you're like, this dude could have done that to her. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It puts the
I'm,
vice
I'm
on the chest.
side eyeing you at that point. Like, you don't care about me because you're still friends with this dude who did this to somebody else.
It puts some restraint on your on being trusting to that person. Even if you think, well, I've been knowing this person for X amount of years, and they don't seem to be that way. But like Shauna say, you still gonna be side eyeing, like, hey, what if this is, or what if I have to leave my child or somebody that could be vulnerable around this person? Do I still do it even though I don't feel? You know what I mean? I don't think you can trust that person. It's just hard for that not to replay in my mind that this has happened. X, Y, and Z did happen, regardless of who it is.
This whole thing, man, cutting off your friend for something like that, man. It's a tough situation, man, and it makes me think, because you've had such great memories with a friend. You've had great life with a friend, but what people do behind closed doors, you just don't know. You don't know what they do behind closed doors, and when it's brought to a light, and then let's say, what if this person got a history? This person got a history of doing it.
Then you appear to be someone that condones that behavior.
Exactly. It's like, okay, now, well, if you hang with this guy and he's got a history of doing this multiple times, that means you agree with it. And
Your
it's like,
reputation is on the
yeah.
line. Your reputation,
Somebody,
everything
I have
you
to
do.
scroll back. I have to scroll back, and somebody said birds of a feather flock together, and
Yeah,
that's
I think it was Damon Williams said that, or somebody.
that's exactly what I'm thinking. Oh, so Sly, this is cool with you. It's cool for your boys to behave like this and to treat women like this, because clearly you on that same type of stuff.
And that's what I think. I've lived my life. I live my life. People can say a lot of stuff about Sylvester, but you can't.
That's
But
true.
you can't question my morals and my character. I talk shit about people. I talk shit about you. I might pick on you, but I think everybody can say I'm a stand-up guy. Everybody can say I'm a fair guy. Everybody, everybody. Maybe a few women that I've dated in the past, they may disagree with the way I ended some things, but
long time ago.
Long
time ago.
But you're not gonna question. You're not gonna question my character. You're not gonna question my character and question. Well, he's a fuck nigga because he hangs with fuck niggas. You look at my circle. You look at the circle of people I hang with, and most of them are true blue. I mean, they ain't no rapists or woman beaters. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
I'll give you that one.
They might not be too smart all the time, but they ain't bad people. They ain't bad people. But yeah, so I just, for me, if I find out, and back to the original question, what are reasons to end a friendship with a close friend? And to me, once I find out you got a past, you got a history of you mistreating women, I gotta end it. And it's a tough thing to do. It's a tough thing to have that conversation, to do it. But
do you have the conversation, or do you just walk away? Like,
I owe you.
Friend?
I owe the friend that. I owe the friend a conversation. Okay. I owe him a conversation.
Why?
Have you ever been in that situation, and how did the conversation go?
We might find out soon. So, but I've never been in that situation to actually cut off a friend. You know what I'm saying?
It's not me, people that's listening. It's not me. It's not me. I promise you, it's not me that he's talking about.
Better not be.
Better. You know better. You know who my mama is.
Better not be.
So,
shut up.
But what you and I know this person we're talking to, this person who wrote the letter. Your situation isn't that serious as that. You just got niggas stealing from you. Just get out my house, bro. I mean, basically, to answer your question, homeboy, back a long time ago, answer your question is easy. This dude stealing from you. You ain't my friend no more. You're stealing from me. That shit cut and dry, bro.
No matter
get
how
on.
big or small it is, because it start out small and you don't
Mm-hmm.
say nothing, then they start stealing even more. So yeah, just tell them, man, look, it's time to go, dog. I tried to help you.
You give a deadline. You got to be out by the 15th.
By tomorrow morning.
Oh. Or tomorrow.
Once you start stealing, you gotta go, man. Because I ain't gonna sit up here and support you and try to be a friend, and then you steal from me. No, I ain't finna do that.
Don't look for no money to come back, because the old folks say don't loan money that you need back.
Oh yeah, you ain't loan no money
to come back. Just
the money
cut your losses on that.
Yeah, cut your losses, but you ain't gonna steal from me and owe me money now. Come on, God dang. Roger said he got to. It ain't tough. He said he got to walk away, whatever his situation is. So tell us how it go, Raj. Raj, are you gonna have that conversation like Cobb asked Sly? Are you gonna have a conversation, or is it just you chunk the deuces and you figure out what it is?
But I would think if they're your friend, I think they deserve a conversation. They deserve to know why. Because if it's a friend, I talk to friends. You know what I'm saying? If it's an associate, get the fuck on. It's an associate, I ain't got to say that to you. But if it's a friend, you talk to friends. And so you gotta know.
Be gone.
What you doing? Go ahead, Sly, my bad.
And my thing is, you gotta because if you don't let him know why you're cutting him off, he might think that his actions was cool, and you just cut him off for some weird. He don't even know he being cut off or why he being cut off. So you gotta let him know that his actions was fucked up, and I know you fucked up.
After a few missed calls, I get the point. Somebody don't want to talk to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He ain't fooling with me no more.
Yeah, he ain't fooling with me no more. But Carl, what are you doing? Are you gonna have that conversation, or you just kick him the deuces? See, Roger said nope. It is what it is.
I don't know. I've not had a lot of situations where I've just like stopped being friends with someone, but I definitely didn't have conversations when it happened. Now we had conversations later,
right?
So I might have I'm gonna stop reaching out. I'm not gonna return calls, and then down the road it was, oh, I hadn't talked to you, hadn't heard from you, whatever. Well, here's why. You know what I'm saying? But in the moment, I'm looking out for me first and my space and energy. And so I can't let you affect that. But then months later, years later, it's like, oh, well, I hadn't talked to you forever. Oh, well, here's why.
I'm the type, I ain't giving no explanation. I'm out. Once you wrong me, you kind of know why. You have an idea, because we don't. First off, I'm not the type that's gonna be in a lot of confrontations or that type of thing. So you kind of know. You may not want to admit it, but you know why. Most times you know why somebody walks away from you.
That's like they say, people that owe you money, they know you owe you money.
Yeah.
You ain't got to bring it up because they know they owe you money.
That's right. So I just feel like I just chunk you the deuces. I'm gonna cut the losses, like y'all said. I'm just walking away like, hey, here you go, chunk the deuces. I'm just not gonna put myself in that situation.
I don't know. Shauna speaks this stuff, but I don't know how true Shauna is to it. One of Shauna's friends, one of her homegirls, was touching me inappropriately, and I told her I didn't appreciate that. And Shauna still remains friends with this girl who was touching me inappropriately and made me feel uncomfortable.
First of all, what?
Shauna don't have no blind friends.
All my friends.
All our friends got good eyesight or corrected eyesight.
I don't have no Helen Keller friends.
She's David Copperfield.
Helen Keller, I'm talking to you. What? No.
Oh man.
Steph says my patience is as thin as a Listerine strip.
God dang, Steph. Dang. That's
Steph,
thin, Steph.
look, Steph, I always say I don't have time for high maintenance women.
I agree with Steph.
If we are not, and like for my girlfriends, if we ain't like, I'm not sleeping with you, I ain't got time for high maintenance with you. Girl, bye. We'll deal with that later. Goodbye.
I'm like, Steph, I don't got the patience, man. You know what you did, dog. If not, think back. Think back, and it'll hit you. Oh, Sly don't mess with me, cause I said this around. You know what I'm saying? Something, you know.
Because I beat my wife like I didn't know her. That's probably why Sly's not talking to me anymore.
You know, once again, she's not talking about me. That's just a hypothetical. I want to have
hypothetically speaking.
Yeah, because I want nobody.
If he had a friend that beat his wife, that might be why he's not talking to that friend anymore.
Yeah.
It's to me, it's not a tough situation. You know, people say, "Oh, it's a tough situation." It's not a tough situation, man. You just have to. If dude doing wrong, he's doing wrong. Hey, bro, I can't fuck with you. I can't fuck with you, man.
So I say I got a new black 9-year-old daughter.
Oh, you know, and that's the thing, man, because I look at her and I see if somebody put their hands on her,
it's a problem.
It's a problem.
It's a real problem. It's a real problem because now I'm facing jail time.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I say it doesn't affect you right now until it's too late or until it's right at your front door. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even want that at my front door because I know where it's going to go. So
well, and that's where a lot of people make mistakes, though. They feel like if it's not at my front door, it's not my it's not my problem and it's not my issue. When actually it is.
Yeah, it's your issue. Is if you see it going on now, this is something that brought up. I think Al brought this up earlier. If you see, and we way off topic, but it's a good topic. He said, "Slide, do you intervene if you see a random woman getting beat up by a man in Walmart?" Debate I had with my coworkers. That's a tricky ass situation.
A lot of people die from intervening in interpersonal disputes.
They die a hero.
You know, in my heart, in my soul,
and the woman still get beat up.
And in my heart and my soul, if I see it happening, I just can't turn a blind eye. But what I can do, you know, I'm not gonna go over there and put hands on the brother. I damn sure ain't gonna put hands on him.
Just call the police, man.
because I think a lot of times if a dude is bold, if he beating his woman in public like that, you know, he might not think somebody watching. You know, that's true too, bro. He might not think somebody see him. But if I go and say, hey, brother, calm down. From a distance, I ain't up on him. I'm like, hey, brother, calm down. And if he say, fuck you, nigga, my woman, bro, you on a whole different path. But a lot of times if you hear another voice and people see somebody sees them doing wrong, they will slow down their doing wrong. But I'm not gonna run and jump. I'm not gonna run. Michelle just said it right here. People die from intervening with people they know also, not just strangers. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think I'm not going. Well, I know I'm not going to run in there and tackle the brother and say, you know, get off of him. No, I ain't gonna do that. But I will say something. I'll be like, hey, brother, hey, slow down now. So,
it is tough. I had that situation, the exact situation happened to me. I was living in an apartment and I heard these noises outside, like a woman that was in fear of her life or in some type of danger. And I could hear her young son too. So I did walk out the door and kind of step in between that time. But I said I never would do it again because I put myself at too much of a risk. Because now, not only do you know who I am, you know where I live. And I don't know what somebody could do. But I did feel good that I stopped her from being beat that night. You know what I'm saying? But what made me mad was when I saw him Bojangles with the dude again. I said,
see, that's why. And that's why.
I tell you what, you got me one time, but the next time I'm just gonna go ahead and go to sleep. I'm just gonna close my ears and put my headphones on.
You do
You
like
know what
they
I'm saying?
say. You dial 911 from afar.
Damn, Al hit deep right here though. Al hit deep.
Right.
But you want someone to do more if that was your sister. Oh yeah,
You ain't lying.
Sister
And that's
or
the only thing.
mother or daughter.
Auntie, daughter, daughter-in-law, anything. But that's the whole thing I thought about. What if this was my sister? What if this was one of my sisters in this situation and somebody heard it and they didn't save her or they could have just walked out and I didn't fight the guy. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I just kind of walked down and said like, I got my son in here. Can y'all kind of hold that down? And dude got huffy and puffy, but it was what it was. But that's a good point. I thought about my sister. If that was my sister's husband or boyfriend doing that to her, would I want somebody to intervene? And the answer would be yes, because you don't want to see, you know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to see their loved one or anybody beaten or taken advantage of.
Stacy just said, I'm gonna call the police. You don't know who's packing the heater. Well, you better believe when you see Sylvester Williams, it close by. It close by.
Now, Sly, I ain't no fool. I didn't just walk out there without one. I ain't being Captain Saver, you know what? I ain't walk out there without one, but I don't want to be put in a situation to where I have to use it. And now nobody has my back. And now I'm stuck out here like, you know what I'm saying? So it's a touchy situation. But knowing that I have a mother and two sisters and daughters and players that I care about and other females, I would want somebody to at least try something.
Well,
I'm not saying put yourself on the line to be killed.
You better believe Sly Williams ready to go John Wick on you. You say the I'm going home. I'm going home at the end of this. So, but anyway,
that's your job every day to make sure you return home.
Make sure I go home, man.
Make sure you get home.
Hey, come yell out, man. Make it home.
But yeah, man. This was a tough one, man. Well, it wasn't a tough one for. It wasn't a tough one. I guess it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy, but for our listener who wrote the letter, who wrote into us, man, you got to end this friendship. If the dude's stealing from you, bad enough. I can still be your friend if I let you hold some money, and you ain't paid me back. We can be associates. We can't be friends. But if you stealing from me,
you know how much it is.
Well, I'm not trying to cob. I'm not S.com. I ain't giving that much.
I'm not giving up no money.
I ain't gonna end the friendship over $20.
I might.
Was it my last 20? Yeah, I might.
If I see you out here flossing in these streets, I gotta cut you because you don't care about me.
You don't care about me at all. At all.
But yeah, my man. Sometimes, you might have been friends since the 90s. But you got to end it. Since we're talking about the 90s, we might as well take a walk down the 90s block. You know what we like to do, man. We take a walk down the 90s block. We pick something up from the 90s. And then we just throw a little debate about it because since the 90s was the greatest decade ever. So this week on the 90s block, S.com. What are we going to talk about this week on the 90s block?
What did we say we're doing?
Spike.
Oh
God! Why do we bring you on? What is your purpose?
Why are you here? What's your purpose? So, we were talking earlier about Spike Lee and how he has said that he's working with Denzel on a new project with A$AP Rocky. So that led us to think about, why don't we talk about the greatest Spike Lee movies of the 90s? Of the 90s now. Clear.
Your boy has some good ones.
Spike had hits.
Pepe brought up right here. We'll skip to the 90s. We started 1990 was Mo Better Blues, 91 Jungle Fever, 92 Malcolm X, 94 Crooklyn, 95 Clockers, 96 Girl 6, Get on the Bus, 98 He Got Game, 99 Summer of Sam. Bro, Spike was busy in the 90s. Spike been busy.
Dwayne said do the right thing, but technically that was 1989.
Yeah.
Another number, one that you suckers. So we can't count that in the 90s block, Dwayne. You got to come up with another one.
Dwayne, that was gonna be mine too. Dwayne.
So I don't know, man. This is tough one right here.
I guess I'll go Jungle Fever.
Jungle Fever?
Yeah.
Strictly because of Samuel L. Jackson is Gator?
Gator. Mama, I smoked the TV.
Dance for me, Gator. Dance for me, Gator. I do it.
You know that Sly Boy.
Yeah, you know I'm a Samuel L. Jackson fan. That's the greatest actor on the face of this earth. That's the greatest actor. I just watched Time to Kill today. Just watched it.
You and the boy.
Yep, had to give my boy a history lesson. Had to give him a history lesson.
I'm gonna go with of his 90s movies. I feel like I gotta go with Mo Better Blues because it was so like the soundtrack, and he was bleak and he was like this the whole time. And that's when we really first got introduced to Wesley Snipes. He was Shadow, played the saxophone.
Wildcats.
Well, yeah, but now you know I love Wildcats, but first time black folk really saw Wesley was in Mo Better Blues.
Wait a minute, did the Cleveland Indians did Major League come out before Mo Better Blues?
I'm talking about black folk. I'm talking about when black folk learn Wesley Snipes.
Hey, look, I think everybody like Major League.
Not women. Women weren't watching baseball movies.
Okay, well, my bad then. So you go with Mo Better Blues for your
Mo Better Blues for the 90s. Again, we just talking about from 1990 to 1999. I'm gonna go with Mo Better Blues. Although Crooklyn was hilarious. I remember Malcolm X. I remember seeing that Thanksgiving of 92 because I ran into one of my classmates in the movie theater in Greenville. And it was so amazing to me. So maybe I'm going Malcolm X. It was so amazing to see Denzel transform himself into Malcolm X, and Spike Lee is Shorty. You have West Indian Archie, because I love me some Delroy Lindo. And it just it was long as all get out, but it was a really good movie.
Get your hands out my pocket.
But you know what? It was long, but it left out so much. But that's how great that movie. That was great. That was a great one, man. Malcolm X, great movie from Spike in the 90s, man. But for me, man, I don't know why, but I just think He Got Game is probably my most favorite Spike Lee movie of all time. And Ray Allen was a terrible. I mean, Ray Allen him and T-Boz might have the worst acting of all time.
T-Boz.
But I just love He Got Game. He Got Game was something special, man. It was something special.
Because that basketball scene was real. Denzel said he wasn't losing like that, man.
He wasn't gonna lose he wasn't gonna lose to Ray like that.
But you know what though, man? You gotta think about how many real actors that Spike Lee has put on.
Yep.
He has put. They go to She Gotta Have It. What was the sister in She Gotta Have It? The star. That was his sister. That was his wife.
Well, no. It was so her name, what was it? Tracy Camilla Johns was the girl who starred in it, but his sister wasn't Joie. It's his sister, and she was in it, I believe. Yep.
And then, he ain't put a lot of people on, and She Gotta Have It. That was his first one. But School Days, go down the list of School Days.
Larry
Fitzgerald, Tisha Campbell.
Larry Fitzgerald.
My bad. Damn, my bad. You know Larry Fishburne. Larry Fishburne.
God,
Larry Fishburne.
I don't know if y'all realize this. The lady that played Ella in House of Pain was also in School Days. If you think to the scene when Dap is standing outside the dorm trying to get the girls' attention, and they're in the window, No, don't come out here and talk to him, girl. One of them was Ella from House of Pain, was in School Days.
Look at
What?
that. A wealth of knowledge. A wealth
You're welcome.
of knowledge.
So many put on in that. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. They had Martin was in Do the Right Thing. Ossie Davis, Ruby D,
Giancarlo Esposito.
That's my man. That's my man. Bill Nunn. Rest in peace, Bill Nunn.
The Dutta Man.
Samuel L. Jackson was in it. Robin Harris was in it.
R.I.P.
And man, he put on so many. Mo Better Blues. You know, Wesley Snipes, Spike Lee, Giancarlo Esposito. I don't know how you say his name, but he's another one who's been in a lot of Spike Lee movies, man. He was in a lot of Spike. He was dating a white chick.
Giancarlo Esposito.
Another great actor.
Great actor. Let's be clear. Great actor.
I don't know if y'all seen that Netflix special, The Residents, the Netflix series, The Residents. Man, he's awesome. He has the girl crazy.
Think about Do the Right Thing. He also, while he didn't put him on, he highlighted Ossie Davis, Ruby G. So he made sure he was tapping into like old school Black Hollywood and highlighting them. Like Spike put people on, man.
He did, man. Mo Better Blues, he put on all them. Jungle Fever. Got Samuel L. Jackson. Hey, that was Holly Berry. Holly Berry got to play a crackhead in that.
You the prom queen, now you the prom theme.
Bro. He gave Holly Berry a good run, man. Lynette McKee. Bro. The brother did a lot, man. What's the star? What's the star, my man, of Crooklyn? The daddy. Cannot think of it. It was the daddy in Crooklyn.
Oh, that was Delroy
Lindo.
Love him. So good. So
bro,
good.
He the Spike Lee, man, you know, as much as I love what Tyler Perry has done and done in his studios, I don't think that Tyler Perry has put the people got their start with Tyler Perry yet. The book's still out. The book's still out on Tyler Perry on whether or not these some of these actors will get as famous, because he got a lot of these cats early. So the book's still out on Tyler Perry to see if some of his people that he kind of gave they started, they go on to become great actors the way Spike had that eye for talent. So, but yeah, man, Spike Lee, he's an awesome guy. Awesome guy. Well, you've seen it. So, what the hell happened to Carl? Oh Lord! See, this is why. This is why you can't. Oh God!
I told you my laptop was about to die.
Well, that's why you should plug it in.
I forgot my charger at the office.
Oh my goodness! All right, that's it. We're gonna have to end it, man. Hey, LBZ, you got any parting shots to say before we get out of here, LBZ?
I'm gonna step in front of Comp this time and say, man, we had a little tragic incident with the Lexington 2 bus situation. So I want to say, check on your people, man. You know what I'm saying? Life happens fast. I gave you your credit card. I gave you your credit. I talked to you before this. Just check on your people, man, and make sure everybody's good. Listen to Ryan Clark talk about, you know, just checking on people and making sure they're honest about their feelings, especially guys, as Black guys. If you're not okay, it's okay to not be okay. If you don't have it, it's okay to say you don't have it. So let's just check on our people, man, and make sure we stay connected, man, because things are happening fast out here. Thanks, Carl.
S.Combos. You got anything to say before we get out of here?
I will say, love on your people. Make sure you're checking in. Just letting your people know that you're thinking about them and that you're here for them and you care for them. It's really important, y'all. Life really does come at you fast. And every day we see in the news that people are leaving this earth. And I don't want folks, all of our listeners, I don't want you to find yourselves in a position where you could have said the final thing or you should have said the final thing. So just check in on your people, love on them, make sure people know that you care about them. Sisters, we love you, we support you. Brothers, I love you, I support you. Just love your people, man.
All right, man. Well, this is the RIP 28 podcast. This is a podcast where a few friends get together and we talk about a few things. Now, some of those things you might like, some of those things you might not like, but we keep on talking about them on the RIP 28 podcast. And just like both of them said, man, check in on your people, man. Check in. Life comes at you fast. It really does, man. Life changes. A lot of stuff changes. Check in on your homeboys, ladies. If you have, dudes that you're friends with, check in on them. Make sure they're doing all right. And if they aren't, go ahead, give them that golf 2000 so they can come at you fast. We'll see you next week on the RIP 28 podcast. We're out.
I hate you.